Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to dive into a condition that affects so many of our beloved pets, a lot of times without us even realizing it: arthritis. It's often called the silent enemy, but you know what? With the right knowledge, we can absolutely fight back and make sure our furry friends live comfortable, happy lives. So let's get into it. It often starts with just a simple observation. Maybe your walks are getting a little shorter. Maybe they're a bit slower to greet you at the door, or they hesitate before jumping up on the couch. If you've ever caught yourself wondering, is my dog just getting old? Then this guide is for you. All right, we're going to break this all down into 5 main parts. We'll start by defining the problem, then learn how to spot it, explore the latest treatments, understand the role of supplements, and finally, we'll wrap up with practical steps you can take right at home. So, first up, let's tackle this silent enemy head on. What are we actually talking about when we say arthritis? Let's get to the heart of it. Okay, in the simplest terms, I want you to picture the cartilage in a joint as this smooth, protective cushion between the bones. Well, arthritis is what happens when that cushion starts to wear down. The bones begin to rub against each other, and that causes inflammation, swelling, and most importantly, pain. Now, this is a big one. It is so easy to just write off stiffness or a little slowness as an unavoidable part of getting older, but that's a really dangerous misconception. Arthritis isn't just getting old, it's a specific medical disease. And the good news? While it is chronic, it is absolutely manageable. And listen, this is not some rare issue. Osteoarthritis, which is the most common form, affects around 20% of all dogs and cats. Just think about that for a second. That's 1 in every 5 of our furry family members. It's a massive, widespread issue that millions of pet owners are dealing with, which makes this conversation so important. So now that we get what it is, how in the world do we spot it? Our pets can't exactly tell us what's wrong, so we have to become detectives. Learning to read the subtle clues of their discomfort is honestly one of the most important things we can do for them. The warning signs can be surprisingly varied. Some are obvious, like limping or having trouble getting up, but you really need to pay close attention to the behavioral changes too. A dog that suddenly gets grumpy when you touch a certain spot, or one that's constantly looking at their wrist. Those can be cries for help. Even seeing muscle loss or atrophy in one leg is a huge sign that they're avoiding putting weight on it because of pain. And it's fascinating how different species show pain. Dogs are often a little more obvious with their symptoms. But cats? Oh, they are masters of disguise. A cat in pain might not even limp. Instead, they might just stop jumping up to their favorite high shelf. Or maybe they start missing the litter box because it's just too painful to climb into. And get ready for this number because it is just staggering. While over 90% of cats over the age of 12 have arthritis, it's estimated that only 13% are ever actually diagnosed. That just highlights this hidden epidemic of feline joint pain and why an owner's watchful eye is so critical. Okay, so we've defined the problem and we've learned how to spot it. Now for the hopeful part, the solutions. Modern veterinary medicine has moved to this really comprehensive, multi-pronged approach to managing arthritis. The modern approach isn't about finding one single magic pill. Instead, it's about building a strong, supportive structure based on 4 pillars of care. You've got medical intervention, weight management, rehab, and the whole environment. They all have to work together. So the first pillar is direct medical intervention. This often starts with non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, or NSAIDs, to get that pain and inflammation under control. But there are newer options too, like the prance that targets specific pain receptors, and cutting-edge treatments like monoclonal antibodies. These are incredible because they specifically target and block a key pain signaling protein called nerve growth factor, or NGF, stopping the pain signal right at its source. Now, let's talk about weight, because it is so much more than just extra mechanical load on the joints. Here's the key takeaway. Excess fat tissue actually produces hormones that create a constant state of inflammation throughout the body, which basically pours gasoline on the fire of arthritis. For an overweight pet, weight loss is one of the most powerful treatments there is. period.
And pillar 3 is all about movement. The goal here is to strengthen the muscles that support the joints without overstressing them. Things like physical therapy, hydrotherapy on an underwater treadmill, which makes them feel weightless, and even treatments like acupuncture and laser therapy can make a huge difference in reducing pain and improving mobility.
Okay, let's spend a little time on a topic a lot of people ask about: supplements. Where do they fit into this comprehensive plan? The two most famous players are glucosamine and chondroitin, and they really work as a team. You can think of glucosamine as the builder. It provides the raw materials to help stimulate the formation of new cartilage. Chondroitin, on the other hand, is the protector. It helps inhibit the enzymes that are actively destroying existing cartilage, so they have this great synergistic effect. However, it is really important to be realistic here. As veterinary sources often point out, the hard scientific evidence for these supplements can be mixed. While tons of owners and vets report seeing benefits, the formal studies aren't always conclusive. That's why it's essential to see them as part of a bigger plan, not a standalone cure, and always discuss them with your vet first. Beyond those main two, other supplements can play a supporting role too. Omega-3 fatty acids, like from fish oil, are well known for their natural anti-inflammatory properties. And type 2 collagen can provide some of the specific building blocks, the bricks, needed for cartilage maintenance and repair. All right, we've arrived at our final and maybe most empowering section. These are the practical, hands-on steps you can take in your own home to dramatically improve your pet's quality of life. This is where you become a key member of the care team. And look how simple yet impactful these changes are. An orthopedic bed cushions their sore joints. Rugs on slippery floors provide traction and prevent painful falls. A ramp can mean the difference between your dog being able to cuddle on the couch with you or not. Keeping them warm is also huge because cold can make joints feel so much stiffer. And this brings us to the most important message of all. While we can't cure arthritis, we can absolutely manage it to give our pets a wonderful quality of life. The key is that you are not in this fight alone. A proactive partnership with your vet, combining medical treatment with thoughtful care at home, can give your pet so many more years of comfort and happiness. So, I'll leave you with this question. After everything we've covered, think about one small change you could make. Maybe it's putting a runner down on that slippery hallway, or maybe it's scheduling that long overdue chat with your vet. The journey of managing arthritis starts with a single caring step.